both General Cogbill and General Wortham are here, correct?
I haven't seen Cogville yet. He should have. That's him right. That may be.
You want me to read them both regardless?
No, that's him walking up.
Okay.
He's here. They're going out for meeting. That's him and his aide. His aide is reading.
I know several in the range qualified. I graduated. There is one woman in my class that graduated with us.
If I had stayed around long enough, I could do this. That was my next stop. I was getting ready for ETS when they started talking about schools again, and then everyone else was coming off of the deployment. There's a storm. Nobody wanted to go.
Just go back now, and then
I'm too old.
No.
Oh man, I was in better shape then because over calisthenics and running, I hadn't really got into lifting weights. My brother lift weights from 14 to 9, and I could see and watch his really lead. I didn't pick up weights till well after the military.
Oh yeah.
And,
You said well after the military.
yeah, after I left after duty, but then I did lift and I hurt my back at one point from that and all the rocking. And I was taking supplements.
Tails all this time.
To bulk up, and I told my son, don't take anything because when you bulk up, they put on weight, and when you slack up, you got all that extra weight.
You got all that on your joints and your all that good stuff. When they take a seat, I'll go ahead and start us. You ready? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the officers, non-commissioned officers, soldiers, civilian staff of Fort Liberty Soldier Recovery Unit, who are proud members of the Womack Army Medical Center team, we'd like to welcome you to the Soldier Recovery Unit's change of command ceremony between Lieutenant Colonel Leon H. Matthias Jr. and Lieutenant Colonel John D. Radnozci. The reviewing officer and host for today's ceremony is Colonel David R. Zanate, commander of the Womack Army Medical Center team. To our distinguished guests, Brigadier General Cogbill and Brigadier General Wortham, all the commanders, sergeants major, first sergeant, senior leaders, family members, and friends, we thank you for taking time to join us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation given by Chaplain Montserrate Viguera-Soda and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
I invite you to join me in prayers. Almighty God, we praise you and we are grateful for the gift of each day you grant us. We acknowledge your presence here and ask for grace to recognize your presence in every place and every moment. We leave Lieutenant Colonel Leon H. Matthias Jr. to you as he departs his role as commander of the Soldier Recovery Unit. All your good gifts be added to the dedication and leadership he has shown to his soldiers. Bless him as he carries on to serve and lead soldiers wherever your call leads. And may his legacy as a leader honor you. Bless and strengthen his family as they continue forward in this journey called military life. We also ask your blessing upon Lieutenant Colonel John D. Radnozci as he assumes the role of the new Soldier Recovery Unit commander. In times of hesitation, grant him resolve. In times of doubt, give him your confidence. In times of danger, give him safety. Empower him to lead with integrity, compassion, and care for the soldiers entrusted to him. I also pray that you bless his family as they integrate into our organization. I pray for the well-being of all the soldiers in the unit, that they may find strength and support in their new commander. All this we ask of you, knowing your leadership to be supreme. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. At this time, Staff Sergeant Robin Cummings will now present Lieutenant Colonel Matthias' wife, Donnette, with a bouquet of red roses and a single rose to each of their daughters, Lily, as well as a battalion coin for each of their boys, Leon III, Lawrence, and Lewis. These gifts signify our appreciation and dedication to the support of Soldier Recovery Unit during Lieutenant Colonel Matthias' tenure as our commander. At this time, Sergeant First Class Brandon Mao will now present Lieutenant Colonel Matthias' wife, Lori, with a bouquet of yellow roses and a single rose to their daughter, Chloe, as well as a battalion coin to each of their boys, Julius and Archie. We sincerely welcome the Radnozci family to the Soldier Recovery Unit, and we look forward to your support of Lieutenant Colonel Radnozci in our organization. Soldier Recovery Units were established in order to combine the active, National Guard, and Reserve component soldiers in recovery under one command. They provide command and control, administrative and logistics support, while maintaining the health, welfare, and training of the soldiers in recovery. Ensuring that the wounded, injured soldiers, and ill soldiers receive world-class medical care. From June 2007 to date, Fort Liberty's Soldier Recovery Unit has returned hundreds of soldiers back to duty and transitioned many more to civilian life as veterans with sincere appreciation of a grateful nation. In keeping with the warrior ethos, which declares that America's fighting men and women will never leave a fallen comrade, our organization stands ready, willing, and able to always meet the commitment. Currently, soldiers in recovery are assigned to the battalion to represent every major command on the installation, such as the 18th Airborne Corps, 82nd Airborne Division, Special Operations Command, as well as both the United States Army Reserve and Army National Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, the official party for today's ceremony consists of Colonel David R. Zanate, Commander, Womack Army Medical Center, who will serve as the ceremony's reviewing officer. He is joined by the outgoing SRU Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Matthias, and Lieutenant Colonel Radnozci, the incoming SRU Commander. The change of command ceremony is a simple event with rich tradition, symbolism, and heritage. Key to the ceremony is the passing of the unit's colors. The colors are the commander's symbol of authority, representing his responsibility to the organization. Wherever the commander is, there are also his colors. The custodian of the colors is the command sergeant major, the senior enlisted soldier in the unit, and the principal advisor to the commander. Passing the colors symbolizes a transfer of authority from the outgoing commander to the incoming commander. Passing the colors demonstrates the soldiers of the unit that the old commander has passed the mantle of leadership to the new commander. And with us, they must also pass the loyalty of the soldiers to the new commander. In the following ceremony, the SRU Command Sergeant Major Shelton, is a custodian of the colors and representing the backbone of the soldiers in the recovery unit. Passes these colors to the outgoing SRU Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Matthias, for the last time. Lieutenant Colonel Matthias now passes the colors to the commander of the Womack Army Medical Center, Colonel Zanate, signifying his relinquishment of command and the completion of 24 months as the commander of the SRU. Colonel Zanate now passes the colors to the incoming SRU commander, Lieutenant Colonel Radnozci, charging him with the responsibility of the Soldier Recovery Unit, and thus demonstrating his faith and confidence in the new commander's ability to handle the responsibility of command. By authority of Army Regulations 600-20, paragraph 1-6, the undersigned assumes command of the Soldier Recovery Unit, Womack Army Medical Center, Fort Liberty, North Carolina, effective 28 June 2024. Signed, John D. Radnozci, Lieutenant Colonel, Civil Affairs, Commanding. Lastly, the new SRU Commander passes the colors back to Command Sergeant Major, charging him with maintaining this symbol of command. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of Fort Liberty's Womack Army Medical Center, Colonel David R. Zanate.
Good morning, teammates. Beautiful day. Looks like we have some overcast skies. Brigadier General Cogbill, Brigadier General Wortham, distinguished guests, soldiers, civilians, and friends of the Soldier Recovery Unit and Womack Army Medical Center. Welcome and thank you for attending today's ceremony. Chaplain, where are you at? There you are. Great job. Thanks for starting us off with a word of prayer. Always the right way to start off these ceremonies. To the soldiers and civilians that make up the Soldier Recovery Unit, thank you for your hard work, willingness to improve daily, and continuous support to the soldiers in recovery and to Lieutenant Colonel Matthias. The Fort Liberty Soldier Recovery Unit is tasked to provide medical case management for up to 300 soldiers in recovery and supports total Army readiness by developing a comprehensive recovery plan specific to each soldier in recovery, which sets the conditions for the soldier's focused healing to return to the force or enable a smooth transition to veteran status. Being cadre or a leader in the SRU is not easy. As I have observed the past 2 years, I see the tireless efforts, I see the lost weekends, the service from the SRU cadre, and I will argue that most of the cadre here at the Fort Liberty SRU do not even view their job or view their role as a job, but more of a calling with a greater sense of purpose, a calling to serve those in need, a calling that is far from easy, but one that each cadre member fully embraces. At this time, I would like to just give a round of applause to our Fort Liberty SRU cadre members. The outgoing commander, now considered the old, the previous commander, Lieutenant Colonel Leon Matthias, is joined today by his wife, Donette, who's a registered nurse but currently on assignment as a full-time mom, raising 4 gifted and talented children, Lily, Leon III, Lawrence, and Lewis. Lily is 15, is a great soccer player, extremely intelligent like her mom and dad, and loves theater and drama. Hopefully that drama stays at the theater and not at the house. Leon III loves to swim and try new foods. Man after my own heart. Lawrence also loves to swim, but seems to love his brothers and sisters more than anything else, and was blessed with an infectious smile and a laugh. And then while Lewis III also enjoys swimming and seems to be the blend of all the older siblings. Lily, Leon, Lawrence, and Lewis, I know you are all very proud of your dad, but I assure you that your mother and father are even more proud of all of you. Leon's mother and brothers were not able to make it today, but are viewing the ceremony online. So I want to take a moment to just provide a quick hello to Mabel Matthias, Leon's mother, who retired after 30 years of community health nurse service, and where Leon claims he got his work ethic and drive from. I'd also like to say hello to Lennox, his older brother, who's an ER nurse in Maryland, and Lucian, who's his younger brother and a Navy communications specialist, who just returned from Spain and will be stationed in Florida. And then lastly, Leon's father, Leon Sr., is no longer with us, but was a pastor in the Moravian Church for over 30 years. And Leon attributes his ability to build teams and bring out the best in individuals from his father. And I would say he has done exactly that in this community. Leon, the past 2 years have been filled with significant challenges, and you and your team gracefully worked through each challenge in one of the most difficult jobs in the Army. I know you work daily to ensure all soldiers in recovery receive the best possible care, which resulted in a 51% return to duty rate and successfully transitioned over 100 soldiers in veteran status during your tenure. Leon, your commitment and leadership significantly improved both morale and readiness under your watch, and more importantly, your creativity and you creatively and effectively managed scarce resources and built collaborative teams, which enabled the SRU to maintain exceptional and comprehensive recovery plans for each assigned soldier in recovery. Congratulations, Leon, and best of luck at the 525 Military Intelligence Brigade. They are lucky to have you, and I know you will continue to excel. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Colonel Matthias a round of applause. Now to our new SRU commander, Lieutenant Colonel John D. Radnozci, more affectionately known as JD. We are excited to have you join the team. JD was born and raised in West Virginia and comes to us with a civil affairs background. Spent 13 years on Fort Liberty with the 95th Civil Affairs Brigade and the Special Warfare Center, and most recently served as the Chief of Civil Military Operations for U.S. Army Central Headquarters at Shaw Air Force Base. JD is joined by his mother, Connie, wife, Lori, daughter, Chloe, oldest son, Julius, and youngest son, Archie. And I know a funny story about how John and Lori met, but I'm not gonna use that right now. But what we'll go to is that they've been together since John was Private Radnozci. And so Lori serves as a dedicated Uber driver for their for the three children, and somehow manages to also work as a dental hygienist. Chloe has an interest in forensic biology and wants to attend Appalachian State University. Julius enjoys turkey hunting, and I'm told that he provided the meal for last Thanksgiving. And Julius is also in advanced individual development courses and enjoys computer science. And Archie, who's just an all-around athlete, loves working out, plays baseball, football, and wants to attend West Virginia, and I'm told also wants to become an Army Ranger. So that's pretty cool. So we're excited to have all of you on the team, and let's take a moment to welcome John and his family to the SRU with a round of applause. So John, no command, regardless of type or size, is easy. Some days are good, some days not so good, but I promise you your worst day in command is better than your best day in a non-command position. So cherish the moment. You're going to do great. And I'll leave you with the following advice. Pray daily for the wisdom to make the right decisions. You're going to have a lot of tough decisions to make. Number 2, take care of yourself, your family, and your soldiers and the civilians. Remember, you'll only be as successful as the people around you. Stay humble and strive each day to be better today than yesterday and better tomorrow than today. JD, welcome to the team. Combat ready care. This will defend.
Ladies and gentlemen, the former commander of Fort Liberty Recovery Unit, Lieutenant Colonel Leon H. Matthias Jr.
Good morning, Brigadier General Cogbill, Brigadier General Wortham, Colonel Zanante, Command Sergeant Major Cox, senior leaders, veterans, soldiers, Army civilians, mentors, friends, and family and friends of Fort Liberty Soldier Recovery Unit. Thank you for honoring us with your presence today. First and foremost, I would like to give thanks to God for giving me the opportunity and ability to lead and serve in our Army. It's been the honor of a lifetime to serve as a battalion commander on Fort Liberty, and I feel blessed to have been given the opportunity to command Fort Liberty's Soldier Recovery Unit. I want to start off first by thanking my family for their support, love, and grace. They've helped me celebrate the highs, and they've comforted me in the lows. The most challenging days of command quickly fade away with warm smiles and your loving embrace. I'm a better soldier because of you, and I'm striving every day to be a better husband, father, son, brother, and friend. My wonderful wife, Donette, is the hardest working woman I know, and I feel truly blessed to have you in my corner. Sweetie, my success in the military is a product of your love and support, and I could have not made it this far in our Army journey without you. You've taught me how to listen and pay attention to the small details. You've consistently been my biggest supporter throughout my Army career, and you've enabled me to be the best in any assigned duty that I've been given in the Army. Thank you for always believing me. Thank you for always believing in me, praying for me, and encouraging me. I love you, and cheers to a few more years. Leon, Lily, Lawrence, and Lewis, thank you for being the best kids a dad could ask for. Being your dad is one of the greatest responsibilities I will have in this life, and I'm so proud of you all. I look forward to seeing you grow into the men and women God has created you to be, and every day with you is truly an adventure. Thank you to all the helpers and hands that assisted in organizing this event today. I truly appreciate your tireless efforts. I stand before you with an immense feeling of pride, gratefulness, joy, and a bit of sadness. During my time in command, the Fort Liberty cadre and staff have experienced the joys of seeing soldiers recover from severe injury, and we've experienced immense loss when our soldiers pass away from terminal illness. In the last 24 months, we've lost Major Bruce, Staff Sergeant Daughtry, Staff Sergeant Gill, Staff Sergeant Brown, Sergeant First Class Espana, Major Armstrong, and most recently, Sergeant Maine. Through it all, God has been faithful, and his mercies shine upon us each and every day. Command Sergeant Major Shelton, I truly appreciate your counsel and advice on all matters concerning our soldiers, civilians, and the organization. You've helped me to understand the challenges of an Army National Guard and Army Reserve soldier that they face as citizen soldiers. And you've demonstrated how to be a unified team with all components represented in our ranks. Paula and the rest of the Shelton family, thank you for all you've done for the SRU Command. Captain Witt, First Sergeant Martinez Colon, Captain Carter, First Sergeant Fulghum, and your families. Thank you for your leadership and tireless efforts for our soldiers in recovery. You were always ready and willing to solve problems at the lowest level, and I truly appreciate your efforts to make the organization better. Major General Retired Menace, Major General Tooley, Brigadier General Cogbill, Brigadier General Rainey, Colonel Zanante, Command Sergeant Major Cox, and Sergeant Major Bouillet. Thank you for the trust and autonomy you've given the SRU Command in executing this critically important mission. Your time and attention during weekly and monthly engagements empowered us to respond to our soldiers and their families during their time of need. Liberty SRU has supported every major command on this post, and we could not have done that without the support of 18th Airborne Corps, Medical Readiness Command East, and Womack Army Medical Center. We truly appreciate your support. To the SRU supervisors, cadre, and staff, thank you for all that you do for our soldiers in recovery. I firmly believe you all are doing God's work every single day as you create a safe environment for our soldiers to heal and recover. No one will ever know all you've done for our soldiers and their families, but I firmly believe God has got the ultimate record, and your treasures are stored in heaven. I extend my heartfelt thanks to each of you for your unwavering dedication and tireless efforts. The work we do here at Liberty SRU is not easy, but it is critically important to our soldiers and their families. When units on Fort Liberty call for their soldiers in complex medical situations, you are who they call. We've seen soldiers arrive in their most vulnerable state, and we've had the privilege of watching them recover, rebuild, and rediscover their own strength. This is a testament to your commitment and your supportive environment that you fostered within these walls. To our soldiers in recovery, your courage, your perseverance, and your heart are the soul of this unit. You remind us daily why we serve, and it's truly been an honor to walk alongside you, to witness your progress, to celebrate your victories, both big and small. I encourage all of you to lean into the recovery care plans that have been developed for you and to leverage the programs being offered. In closing, I express my deepest gratitude for the opportunity to lead such a remarkable unit. Serving as your commander has been one of the greatest and most rewarding experiences in my Army career, and you all will continually be in my prayers in the days ahead. As I move forward to my next assignment, I will be a strong advocate for soldier recovery units, and I will cherish all the memories that I've made here. JD, Lori, and the greater Radnozci family, welcome to Fort Liberty SRU family. I am confident, JD, that the Fort Liberty SRU will continue to excel and flourish under your leadership. The cadre and staff will provide the best advice and recommendations for you and their families, and they will be with you every step of the way. Fort Liberty SRU, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve with you. God bless you all, and God bless our great Army. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of Fort Liberty Recovery Unit, Lieutenant Colonel John D. Radnozci.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Brigadier General Cogbill, Brigadier General Wortham, thank you for taking time out of your busy mornings to share this moment with me and my family, and to see Leon leave us, which is going to be hard shoes to fill, I assure you, but he has prepared me well for the task. Colonel Zanante, that was a great speech. Leon, great speech. It's going to make it really hard for me to match those speeches, but I'm going to try. A few people I have to thank before the North Carolina climate wears on us, so I'll get us out of here shortly. But to my friends from the Army RCENT G34 who made the trip up here, thank you for coming. I hope General Rivera knows that his entire fire shop is up here, and that our adversaries, I hope they're not watching online. So a couple things that I have to talk about, two factors that I think played a big role in getting me here today. One is a strong support network, and the second is an opportunity. So my support network begins with my wife, and while you know, she does serve as a unpaid Uber driver to our children, she's also been with me for 24 years since I was Private Radnozci. She's seen me through 7 deployments and probably triple that in training events and readiness exercises. And the reason that I think that I'm successful today is because of her. She's allowed me to leave home for the deployments, sometimes 15 months at a time, and do so with the clarity of mind that everything at the home front is taken care of. That Archie's getting to football and baseball practice, that Chloe's getting to band practice, that Julius is mastering the arts of middle school. And I couldn't do it without you, because without you I wouldn't be here, because I would be too worried about what's going on at home. So thank you. Secondly is my mom. Every time that I have a decision to make, I wonder, would this make Mom proud? Or would she say, John David, what were you thinking? And so I hope in the 24 years in the military and the 46 years I've been alive, I've done well. And third person in that support network is my brother. So not every officer, let me say, has a senior NCO that they can always bounce ideas off of. But I had that luxury for the first 20 years of my career. And while brutally honest at times with his answers, he always found a way to guide me through to get me to a right way to doing things. So thank you, Mike. The second factor I think plays into me being here is opportunity. You can have the best career of anyone, but if you don't have the opportunity or timing isn't right, you may not get put in certain positions. The first person that gave me a great opportunity was Colonel Joe Kuhlman. He's listening online today because he's driving back from his niece's wedding. But a couple years ago, at a crossroads in my career, you know, you're about to get out or stay in, you don't know, right? He asked me to be his XO, his battalion XO, when he took command. And I gratefully accepted that position. I know I let him down a few days, but then I also think that I did well for him because he recommended me for the second opportunity. And that opportunity came by way of a battle buddy team, Colonels retired Stu Ferris and Lieutenant Colonel Paul Toulon. So they hired me on as their operations officer at training group. And while that was a huge task, they walked me through everything I needed to learn and made me a better leader. Their composure and leadership is something that I have not forgotten and that I try to emulate. So Colonel Ferris, Colonel Toulon, thank you both. I really appreciate you being here, sir. Leon, 18 days ago, when I arrived here, I was as nervous as I think I've ever been. You've calmed my nerves. The organization that you've led and the team that you've built has made me feel right at home here, and I'm ready to assume the role that you have, the legacy that you've left behind. So I appreciate you, Leon. You've really done a lot for me the past 18 days. To the soldiers and civilians and cadre of the Soldier Readiness or Soldier Recovery Unit, know that I work for you, and that from today forward, we will build a strong team, and I'm eager to learn from you and understand the roles that we have to do to successfully transition soldiers back to a return to duty status or honorably to veteran status. Combat ready care, and this will defend.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the Army song. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's change of command ceremony. Please join Lieutenant Colonel Radnozci and his family in refreshments in the lobby of the SRU headquarters, located in the building behind you, building 4-2130 on the first floor. On behalf of the SRU command team of Lieutenant Colonel Radnozci and Command Sergeant Major Shelton, we thank you for your attendance.